Recall when we did area of parallelograms, the formula is simply base times height or length times width. And we had this rectangular card, which when we measured was 5 inches long, 3 inches wide. It had a base of 5 and a height of 3. And that gave us 15 square inches inside the parallelogram. And then we cut this piece off of the rectangle, slid it over to this side, still containing 15 square inches, but now the parallelogram is like a leaning rectangle. Still had a base of 5 and a height of 3. So any parallelogram, it's base times height. However, a triangle is not a parallelogram. In fact, it would be half of a parallelogram. So take your card, and you've got the base and the height here. Okay, I'm back. So if you would, diagonally going this way, from the green to the end of the red, with our base and our height, go from corner to corner with your straight edge. And let me get a marker. You can use a pencil as well. And draw a line from corner to corner as best as you can. There we go. Okay, now remember this card is 15 square inches. So if I cut it in half diagonally, I will take the 15 square inches and they too would be cut in half diagonally. La-ha! And half of a parallelogram gave me a triangle. So half of the area of a parallelogram is a triangle. Please glue that down. And we're back. So when you glue it down, be sure to leave a gap in here showing that it is half of your rectangle or parallelogram. Okay, looking at the formula chart, this time we are finding the area of a triangle, which is indicated by 1/2 of the base times the height. So the whole parallelogram is base times height. Triangle is half that amount. So let's WTF, write the formula. Area is equal to 1/2 base times height. Or, I also write it like this. Area is equal to base times height divided by 2. Triangle. And then I'm going to put my measurements in for the base and the height. And if you'd like to double check it, measure the base on the bottom. This is 5 inches. And the height, the vertical line, remember base and height will always make a right angle. We have 3 inches. And plug it into your equation. So area is going to equal base times, oh, why did I do that? Don't write that. 5 times 3 divided by 2. So the area is equal to 15 divided by 2. And so 15 divided by 2 is, area is equal to 7.5 or 7.5. We're still in inches, and they're still in square units. Okay, the next one I want to show you, we're not going to glue it down on our notes page, so I'll put that to the side. It's a parallelogram like this. Same area as the rectangle. This was still 15 square inches. But watch what I do now. I'm going to go from this corner up to this corner and cut my triangle this way. Alright, now remember the whole thing is still 15. So when I cut along this diagonal, scissors, I should have 2 identical triangles because it should be half of the parallelogram. Okay, ready? I'm going to turn this one over, put one on top of the other, and it's it. They are identical. Yay, me! Okay, so then the formula for this would also be 1/2 of the base times the height. So my base would be 5. My height is from the very tip top to the bottom, making this right angle here. 5 times 3, 15, divided by 2, 7.5 square inches. Okay, now we're going to do a practice page.